Hey everybody, this is Chris, and I'm actually I'm just starting this now because for probably the longest time since I've been really young, I've had trouble with concentrating, socializing, just talking to people in a different way. My voice, I often think in my head it sounds one way when in real life it sounds like something completely different, and for about 27 years, I had felt like that I was just always falling behind. Like I was just never able to keep up with people. I had trouble learning basic skills such as staying organized, keeping my stuff together, keeping my stuff clean, and just now as an adult, I'm just starting to realize that, I pretty much realize that my personal life is almost a complete train wreck. Yet my professional life as well, it's manageable. I kind of started changing route. Like I was previously just taking a lot of jobs because I was taking a lot of jobs just because the basic ones I was decent at. When I got out of college, I wanted to go into media and creative and go into something entertainment wise, but I could only find jobs in sales, and I just wasn't very good. When I came together talking to people, I always wanted to follow things one way instead of the way to do a lot of things, and it just kind of backfired on me. Couldn't stay organized, and just despite being okay and doing fairly well in college, holding 3 or more jobs just to pay my way through school, and while I was over there, I just had I always felt like just something was amiss. So I never translated it well. I had trouble holding and then when I tried to do basic writing classes, I was not basic writing classes. When I tried doing basic writing jobs, I just had a lot of difficulty putting things together. Was always missing things on grammar. A lot of my writing was kind of undeveloped, as well as you probably know some of my speaking when I'm here too. So I'm a little bit more controlled, I think, now. I finally realized I finally went to the ADHD center and got diagnosed with adult ADHD, and while I'm on the Adderall, they've been steadily bumping me up. I started at 10 milligrams, and eventually I went up to about 20 milligrams, which I'm on right now. I've got for about 2 months I'm on it. I'm noticed a lot of things. Number one, about kind of the appetite, but I always notice that there's some things that still when it comes to staying organized, while when I'm still in one mode, I'm very good at being hyper-focused and having enough energy to do a lot of things and just committing it to my schedule, my routine. But at the same time, I'm realizing that I'm still with some bad habits that I usually have. I'm still still pretty much overworking, doing so much of my professional life that I'm not developing my stuff on my personal life. And I kind of realized something while I'm on with the ADHD. While the Adderall definitely helps me focus, it definitely keeps the voices kind of out of my head, giving me all kinds of different things. It cuts out a lot of the temptation that I've had to just kind of do something weird, do something out of the blue. I don't the different just spending for no reason, spending $1 every day on Trader Joe's sparkling water. Don't get me wrong, it's good sparkling water, but it's completely unnecessary. I don't need to do that every single day. So I'm starting to realize one thing about the ADHD medication. While it's something I knew already, is that it's not a one all cure all. The medication I'm on right now, it's that the problem is that I never really learned a lot of the habits that I needed to. I never learned how to organize. I never learned how to stay how to plan things out and really develop things. And that's a big thing I want to do this New Year's. I really want to change because I'm 27 years old. I've been able to stay. I've never defaulted on any of my credit cards. I've been making gradually more payments as interest is going up. Still paying out of pocket for student loans. I'm pretty much doing I'm a tour guide and I'm a Lyft driver to pay my way while I'm doing stand-up comedy on the same side. I'm doing the Lyft Express program, which it's a good program. It lets me use a car to drive around and get to more people, but at the same time, weekly rental fees a lot, and when you're doing stand-up comedy and part-time tour guide, you need to be committing 70 to 80 hours to really make an express drive vehicle work, and I don't really have that kind of time. It's I'm still spreading myself out too thin. That's another bad habit. And you guys are probably wondering, why am I telling you all about this? Well, it's because I realize a big thing that I need is I really need to be held accountable. Because if someone's not holding me accountable, or if I'm not holding myself accountable, like I haven't, and I really need to, I'm gonna fall back off track. So I'm doing this video series to really get focused. Like last week was one of the best weeks of my life. Like I got the opportunity to go all the way down to Flappers in Burbank, where I performed stand-up comedy, and I've been steadily getting better. Like I used to do a lot of political research jobs before and then before that I did political canvassing. Eventually, like I'm really good at like apparently just knocking on doors and dropping flyers off, but that's not like the ideal place I want to go. Like I always felt I could do a better role, but I just kind of like, lack the skills to really like, pursue into those, like, or at least they felt that way. And honestly, it's like, my car, like, my other car that I use, I'm using Express Drive, my other car is like completely trashed, and I'm getting it fixed. So that way I can like, just do Lyft without the Express Drive. That would immediately save me like $273 a week that I'm spending on the rental fee. So I'm doing that right now, getting that fixed. I know I probably should be driving out right now because there's a convention going on, but I just woke up in my morning and I saw like, just how bad my room was, like, just a lot of hoarding and stuff. And no, I'm not doing this just because I saw that Netflix show, the tidying up or whatever it is. In fact, I actually have not even been watching Netflix like since I've been on the Adderall, because it's like I realized that that it doesn't help me. Like, going on Netflix and going on all these different places at night, it just does not help me. Don't get me wrong, I'm probably sure there's a lot of documentaries on there, but it doesn't help me as a person to be wasting, to be using my time on that, when mentally I need to be using my time on other things, such as I've got a really good comedy set, but I'm going to need to have more jokes than just like, a really good 5 to 10 minute routine I usually do. I need to have like, enough to eventually be like a 60-minute, like, set. So what I'm working on is I need to develop premises. I need to be able to write it out. Now, I've been having a lot of difficulty when it comes to, writing, and because of the organization, the looking back and the editing, like, I have no sense of time. So even with the medication, I'm aware where I've been like, kind of, sorry if I raise my voice a little bit, that was just because my throat's, oh jeez, that sounded dark. Like, my throat was a little bit sore from like doing all kinds of, throat was a little bit sore from talking as a tour guide so much, which helps me out with the crowd work a lot, just keeping people engaged, making sure that, I know everyone on board. But it's like, I think I can do better. Like, I really, really do think I can do better than where I'm at right now. Professionally, I'm always committed, I always show up, but just personally, I'm just like looking in the mirror, I'm like, my room's trashed, and, when you live with roommates, you want to make sure you're keeping things clean, and, like, I push myself so much on the professional level that I'm not developing myself personally, and I really need to get that fixed. Like, there's so much stuff that I could have been doing, so much more stuff I need to keep track of that I need to put more time towards, just as a person, not just professionally, but as a person. So I'm starting this video series that's pretty much me getting my stuff together. Really, that's what it is. Me getting it together. And if anyone is watching this video, you're more than welcome to like, message me or comment below. Like, I've started getting better back in back in planning and like, just getting my things stuff, but that didn't make any sense. I'm getting back, this is all one long take, by the way. It's not edited. I'm going to be working on that, though, eventually when I pursue more video-based projects. But for now, I want this to be an honest video, like just straightforward to show you, just kind of where I'm at and like where my train of thought is. So that's why I'm doing this right now. I'm doing this video series, and it's basically me battling ADHD and trying to get my stuff together. So I'm going to be sending even more videos coming up. I'm going to be setting a plan. I'm gonna be reviewing, doing recaps of how my day went, and just if anyone is watching this, feel free to comment, feel free to message. Like, I just need to be held accountable. I really need to be like, held accountable and really like, kind of just know what to do. And that's thank anyone who does make a comment and anyone who does message, just because I really want to. I really do want to be as good as a person personally for myself as I am for other people. Like, I go out of my way to help people. I go out of my way professionally to, like, always be there. But at the same time, like, I'm not managing myself personally, and I need something to change. Like, I really do need things to change. So if there's anyone watching this, like, you're more than welcome to comment, more than welcome to message. I just want to put that out there, set my goals for my stuff, just like, get myself together personally. And just every day I'm going to be putting, like, my plan. It's going to be kind of like a little vlog, like a little diary of just what I'm doing and just, what I'm feeling in the moment. So, like, and maybe, hey, who knows? Sorry, I don't know why this thing got all foggy and stuff. Like, it shouldn't be doing that, but it is for some reason. So, okay, that's one thing I need to work on, is getting myself a better lens, too. Okay, now it's going back. I don't know what that was all about. Okay, it's being funky. Sorry, this is on my phone. This is actually my first time doing a video like this on my phone, too. So, all right, well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be signing off now, and just like, this is pretty much my little vlog video series, just like, getting my stuff together, finding a way to, like, because I'm finding a way to manage my ADHD, manage my life, and you're more than welcome to tune in. And maybe if anyone else is, suffering from ADHD, and if you have any hints, I'll be happy to take them. You can see what I'm doing. We can see what works, what doesn't work, and yeah, I'm thankful for. I'm just thankful for any of the help, and I look forward to this project because this is something I truly need to do.